Hello everybody, this is the thejonnymar, and welcome to my next Let's Play. It was a dark and stormy night. Oh man. Jeez. Poor Link. I'm gonna be playing my second favorite game in the Legend of Zelda series. And who is this? She can move pretty fast. That looks like Link. Well, at least she's not just poking him with a stick. Huh. Welcome to The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for the Game Boy. As you can tell, I am playing the original Game Boy version. They did do a remake of this called The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX version, which is for the Game Boy Color. And I never actually got that version or played through it. It's basically the same, except they improved the color palette and also added a special dungeon that was exclusive to that version of the game. But since this is the version I've played, it's the one I will be playing through. And since it's a Legend of Zelda game, I'm gonna name my character Zelda? No, I'm not. But I just wanted to show you guys that, see that the music actually changes if you do that. I'm gonna name my character Link, of course, and we're gonna get right into this game. Tossing and turning in bed. That seems to be a common theme in the Legend of Zelda games around this time period. Marin, huh? Guess you kinda look like Zelda. Koholint Island. Interesting. Really? Well, I guess evil just follows me around since I'm the legendary hero. Who's this guy? He's got a hell of an accent. Terran. Yeah, how did you know my name? Ah, it was on my shield. Well, that's nice. So, we can use this to push enemies out of the way and, of course, defend ourselves. And unique to this game, we can actually change items out to our A and B button. So that allows us to equip multiple items at once and actually... actually allows us to not necessarily have the sword equipped if we don't want to. And we don't even have a sword yet, so that's what we're actually going to get. We're gonna head back down to the beach and use our shields to keep ourselves from being harmed by these spikies. Otherwise, obviously we wouldn't be able to advance. There's our sword. Let's just grab and what the heck is that? A human-sized owl that can speak. Okay, video game. We'll just write it off to that. So we have to wake up something called the windfish in order to get off of this island. And this overly talkative owl wants us to head north to the mysterious forest. But first, your little fanfare. Yeah, there we go. We are officially ready to start on our journey. Now that we have the bare essentials of any adventurer, a sword and a shield, both at level 1. Which of course makes you wonder if we can upgrade those or not, and we will see as this adventure progresses. So this is a fantastic game. It's actually the second game in the series that I played. I didn't play the original Legend of Zelda until much later. And so this was my second experience with Link and this top-down look. So I have a lot of great memories of this game. This guy again. I'm just doing what you told me to do. I'm naive like that. I just do what people tell me to do. Huh. Well, it's definitely going to be difficult if you're going to come and talk to me excessively every couple of screens. The Tail Cave, huh? Well, that is indeed our first dungeon that we have to go through. But first, in order to unlock it, we need to find a key, which is actually in this mysterious forest. So we're going to go around, and those of you that have watched my Link to the Past LP, I don't tend to overly kill enemies, so I'll be dodging a lot. Alright, new item to this game, the Guardian Acorn. Reduces your damage by, jeez, almost got hit by that spear, by half. And here's a random raccoon. Sensitive to dust or powder. What are you gonna do to me? That's where we are right now. Our little map here, and if you did miss what the owl said, you can always recheck it. Oh, you bastard. So he sent us far away. If you're lacking in hearts, there's actually a big fairy here to heal you. But we need to find a way past that raccoon. And he did mention that he is sensitive to dust or powder. So that makes me think that we need to find either dust or powder. Now these cracked areas do fall if you stay on them for too long of a period, so try to stay in motion. And we get our first treasure chest filled with rupees. Very nice. So long, suckers. Now, we can't get that heart piece yet. We need to get an item later in the game, but we'll be back for that shortly. Alright, here's a mushroom. Or toadstool. Not a big mushroom fan. My family actually likes to get them on pizza, and I always have to pick them off. Not really a veggie person in general. So it's not just mushrooms, if that qualifies as a veggie, because it's more of a fungus. Alright, so we need to find a way to convert this toadstool into powder. Ugh. Jerk. And those of you that have played other Zelda games, you may know that usually we have to find a witch of some sort to do that. So, fortunately, by heading to the east here, we will find one. How the heck are we supposed to get that? Well, there must be a way. In due time, viewers. In due time. And here's our witch. So, give her the toadstool. And she will mix us up some magic powder. In a jiffy indeed. Now this takes the place of the lamp from Link to the Past. So we actually will use this to light the little pedestals that give off light. As you can see. And of course we can use it for other effects on bushes and enemies, for example. So let's try it on this guy. He gets the little glasses. And with our magic powder, we should be able to take out that raccoon that was in our way. So let's head back towards him. Oh. That's actually a good power-up. I don't usually get the Guardian Acorn just because, well, I don't like the music that comes along with it. And the damage in this game isn't terrible. So basically it's kind of a waste of time to get it, and I like the regular music, so I tend to avoid it. Now the piece of power, which was the little triangle, that's worthwhile, because that increases your speed by 2. We're going to sprinkle this on the raccoon. Jeez. And the piece of power also increases your battle power by 2. Ah, it was Terran. So that's why you shouldn't be using mushrooms that you find laying around. Alright, and here's our tail key. Now we can access the first dungeon. Let's head to it. Ugh, nope. Yes, thank you. Thank you for that incredibly obvious information. Wonderful owl. Die! Too fast for me. So before we head down to the Tail Cave though, we do have some side questing to do. Now, there are only 8 dungeons in this game, unlike Link to the Past, for example, which had 10 plus Ganon's Tower. And so basically the way they compensate for that, as we jump into the abyss here to get a heart piece, is they add in a lot of side quests in between dungeons. So you'll end up doing a lot of little things, errands for characters in the game, etc., as a way to compensate for the less dungeons. And now that we have enough rupees, I'm going to head into this shop here, which is actually a minigame called the Trendy Game. So you have to spend 10 rupees in order to activate the crane. So let's give it a shot. Now we want that Yoshi doll in the middle. Cute little guy. And one of the many crossovers in this game. You're going to see a lot of Mario-related items and characters and etc. You may have noticed the Chomp Chomp already that almost bit our face off earlier. But this item begins a very long and extended trading sequence. And it's in our sub-menu now. And to the north here is another little side quest and collectible we can get. The Secret Seashell. So these are scattered throughout the world, and I'm going to be showing off the locations of all of them. And of course, getting all of the heart pieces, and basically, poor chicken. We'll be back for you, don't worry. Basically everything about this game that I know, I will be showing to all of you. Papale. And somehow you know you're gonna get lost in the hills later. Interesting. I guess. I kinda liked it, but in the interest of this trading quest, let's do it. We get a ribbon. So what would want a ribbon? Any ideas? Uh-oh. Another flying rooster. Wonder if that's gonna come into play. Well, he was a raccoon, and I would imagine transforming takes a lot out of you. So you're a singer, huh? Ballad of the Windfish. Oh, that's a nice tune. See you later. So we have another heart piece we can pick up by heading north here and doing a fishing minigame. And I think this is actually the first game in the series that introduced the fishing aspect. But I didn't play Zelda too much, so I'm not sure if it's in that game. So, pretty standard. Press the button to cast, and then use left and right to attract the fish, and then reel them in with your main button. You don't want to catch the little ones, they're not worth much, only 5 rupees. But what we want is that big one down in the bottom right corner, because that one's worth 20 rupees and also has a heart piece inside of it. So let's see if we can get it without getting these little ones again. Yes. Come on, buddy. Bam. Nice. Well, that went a lot quicker than usual. Usually I have to catch all 3 of the little runts before I'm able to get that one. So net gain of about 18 rupees, 15, I don't know what it is. Whatever. And actually this little Chomp Chomp is what we need to trade the ribbon to, because it's obsessed with accessories for some reason. I guess if I was a Chomp Chomp, I would want to accessorize to Aw. They put it right on. And it gives us some dog food. Now, what would want dog food? Besides a Chomp Chomp, apparently. Well, luckily I know exactly what wants dog food. And that will be the last aspect of this trading sequence we can finish for quite a while. So we might as well do it and get it out of the way. And that is in this house here. This character's name is Sail, and he really likes canned foods, as you can see. He's hysterical. I suppose I'll give it to you. Now, if you talk to him before this, he says he collects them, but obviously there's not much of a collection going on. He just eats them, apparently. But hey, we get some bananas out of it. That's right, Blackbeard, bananas. Perhaps a certain little greedy monkey might like them. This is a nice chest. Alright, that's about it. So all we have to do yet is head up towards the first dungeon. We will begin our search for the magical instruments that we need to wake up the windfish and get off of this little isolated island. Although I have tended to like it so far. Pretty nice weather, besides the big storm that shipwrecked us here. And some pretty nice people, besides all of these enemies crawling all over the place. Nice place to visit. I'm not sure I'd want to live here. But we'll see. So stay tuned for the Tail Cave dungeon in my next episode. So as always, viewers, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.